I got an excellent comment on the last video I posted, and I want to talk about it here. Kimberly Foster writes, I think that's a hard fingering, the extended 4 on the D string, then not extended for the A string. I might just stay in first position and shift to third between the C sharp and E. What do you think? Might be more consistent. Oh, and then extend backward on a 1 for C sharp and 2 for the D. All right, for those of you who aren't string players, that's probably pretty technical, so let me explain. A fingering is the particular pattern of fingers used to play a series of notes. You can use the first finger to play a note. You can use the second finger to play the same note, or the third, or the fourth. And depending on the finger chosen determines what fingers are available afterwards for the notes that follow. There are advantages and disadvantages for every fingering, and that's what Kimberly is addressing. She believes that the fingering I chose in my last video is making my life much more difficult than it needs to be. Now, to recap, the fingering I used in the last video was for the open G string, then first finger for the C sharp, third finger for the E natural, first finger for the G natural, fourth finger for the C sharp, second finger for the E natural, fourth finger for the G natural, first finger for the C sharp, second finger for the D natural. Now, the fingering she recommends is, again, open G, third finger for the C sharp, first finger E natural, third finger G natural, second finger C sharp, shift for the E natural, so it's again the second finger, fourth finger for the G, first finger for the C sharp, second finger for the D. The primary advantage of Kimberly's fingering, the one she's suggesting, is that the fingers are the hand in general is in a position that is more familiar to play. So, primary advantage is that the hand is in first position, the place that is most comfortable and most familiar for a string player. Disadvantage. The disadvantage is the slide between the C sharp and the E. That slide. Now, in theory, you wouldn't want to hear the slide. The slide takes away, perhaps, from the line. It sticks out because you're not sliding anywhere else. Why slide there? The fingering I used, no slide is necessary. So the primary advantage. Primary advantage. The disadvantage is what she addresses. The position is a little, well, a lot more unfamiliar. Is that a double negative, positive, negative? It's not as comfortable. It's not as familiar. It requires more negotiation and more nuanced control of the fingers throughout the pattern. So what you gain by not having to shift, you lose in having to have a much more nuanced control of the finger pattern as you go. So, Kimberly's fingering. And the fingering I tried initially. What do you think?